Hey, this is Carlo Samson with California Statewide CDC Team Samson, where we specialize in commercial real estate financing for business owners looking to own real estate. Today, I have Chris Nelson with me with Inland Pacific Commercial Real Estate to give us a little market insight. So Chris, you've made a huge impact in the San Diego market. You've done a lot of deals. All the big brokers know who you are. You've kept us busy with referrals. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and what your team specializes in?
Our team specializes in the $3 to $20 million owner-user private investor segment. That has been a pretty active segment in San Diego over the past couple of years here, and it's gotten us a lot of work with you guys.
Well, fantastic. Thank you. You and I are both experiencing a pretty good year this year, but there's a lot of things going on in the marketplace right now. We're seeing rates rise. The stock market isn't doing too well. Inflation is definitely getting out of control. What do you see here in the coming year? What's your market insight right now?
So from our market, I know you and I have talked about the supply issue, right? And that's still been the big driver. While there are people who are taking the foot off the gas with interest rates, the fact that there's not a lot of supply has still created bidding wars, especially in South County, East County, Central County. You'll still see multiple offers on properties. Not quite the craziness of COVID, especially with the owner-user segment where there was a lot of government subsidies for buying real estate and having offset in those loans. But, we are still seeing activity in deals trade. I think another phenomenon to look at within our market is from pre-COVID to now, you look at those infill markets are really pretty much all fully built out, and you've started to see the price per foot that buildings are trading at go well above replacement cost, much like Orange County and some of the LA infill markets. We're starting to see buildings track at really high record per foot costs, and we don't necessarily see that to be a trend that's going to change. I think we can see continued growth. We see a lot of these companies are still pretty strong. I mean, you guys can speak more to seeing the financials that come in, but it seems like people continue to be able to get qualified and continue to be able to buy buildings.
No, that's right. So since COVID, my team has transitioned a good amount of our resources towards servicing the San Diego market. With your support and your team and everything else that we're doing in San Diego, we saw a big increase in the biotech industry looking to acquire real estate in San Diego. We also saw business owners from LA, Orange County, Inland Empire moving towards San Diego. Is this movement still happening? I mean, what are you seeing going forward?
So I think each of those market segments is a little different. I think biotech has certainly cooled down. There was a lot of venture funding into that portion of the market that I think has cooled with the cost of capital and debt going up. I still see a lot of the logistics businesses expanding and growing, and even the manufacturing companies, we still see a lot of those that are trying to get into owner-user deals and continue to grow and expand. From a logistics perspective, with how expensive LA Port and Inland Empire have become as industrial markets, looking at San Diego as a discount for a logistics hub has been something that more companies are open to. And I think that there's a fair amount of trickle-down business that comes with those companies coming. That segment has stayed pretty hot, and especially close to the border, there's a lack of inventory, and those prices get bid up pretty good.
Well, Chris, I appreciate all the insight that you've provided. It's always good to pick your brain, get information on what's going on. We've learned a lot from you. We're certainly grateful for all the business over the last 4 or 5 years that we've known you. And if you don't mind just sharing some of the reasons why you choose to refer some of your clients over to California Statewide Team Samson.
Well, with you and Craig along the road with clients, I think that that's really what sets you guys apart. Staying with the clients from start to finish, and setting good expectations. I think setting appropriate client expectations is how you end up having successful transactions and happy clients. Don't paint a rosier picture than is there, and then everyone ends up happy at the end of the day. I think you guys do a great job with that, and your team is unmatched in terms of service and being on top of all the client needs and key dates along with the escrow process makes it easy and smooth for us.
Well, Chris, thanks again. For those who want a little more information about the market, a little insight. And if you have any questions about commercial real estate financing, SBA in general, please click like and send us a comment.